Hey guys, welcome to our next build, and it is the Klingon Bird of Prey from Star Trek Generations. Um, Very excited. Never had a Bird of Prey. Always wanted one, but I never had one, so this is going to be really cool. And this is 1/650th scale, so it's a little different from the 1537 Enterprise. So it's not quite in the scale. So let's take a look here. We've got little blurbs and such on the ship here on the side. And just the artwork that's on the cover on either side here. And then some different language stuff on the back here. Yeah, still in the cellophane, obviously. You can see it. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to crack this open and we'll take a look at the plastic. Be right back. Hey guys, I got the cellophane off. Got a little overzealous and just tore it off. Normally I don't do that. Normally I cut around the edges of the bottom, 3 of the edges of the bottom, and try to keep it intact. I also I just had to break into the bag and look at the plastic real quick before I made the video. It all came in just one large bag. Everything. So interesting. You get I got 2 different instruction manuals. I got one that was 2 different languages. So this is a whole other instruction manual in a different language. And let's see, let's put this here. Got your blueprinter. If you want to subscribe to the blueprinter, if they exist, I don't think they do anymore. And you can join the official Star Trek fan club. I don't think they exist anymore either. They might somewhere online, but here's the English instructions here. You can see the bird of prey attacking the D, which it did do in Generations. And oh, that's cool. Little history on the bird of prey. Star Trek 3, 4, 5, 6, Next Generation TV series. Yep. And of course, little intro instruction there. And the instructions themselves. These nice big full out ones. Also, they have a lot of color callouts. See if I can finagle this huge thing in there. All these are color callouts. You get color callouts here for your wings. It's telling you a little bit of weathering information on here. I'm going to be looking at screenshots and photos of the studio model and basing my stuff on that. But it's nice to have. Wouldn't expect this much detail in such a small kit. But yeah, you're starting out with your weapons, your 2 wing-mounted cannons, and then you're moving on to your vents that go above the wings. You got all of those. Moving on to the wings themselves. Down here. Then this is actually just color shoutouts for the fuselage. And then parts of your fuselage assembly, and your fuselage assembly, and your wing assembly, and your base mount. Honestly, a little more in depth than I would expect AMT instructions to have. Always nice. The more detail, the better. Here are our clear parts. We have the engine back here, which is awesome. So you got some detail in here, some vents and such. You have your photon emitter here. Let's get it in camera, please. It won't focus, of course, because it's clear. But it does have a hole in the center and then multiple holes on the side. And I will be drilling all that out for my LED because I am lighting this. Also be lighting the rear engines. We have some decals here. Minimal decals, and they're really yellow. Or that's just me. No, they're yellow. You can see just some Klingon and a couple of, not much, basic decal. Klingons didn't put pinstriping on their ships. Well, actually, they kind of did. They used paint, not decals. They're hardcore. We have parts of your vent covers for the top of the wing. And these parts, I have to say, after looking at them, actually have a fair amount of detail. I don't know if my camera will behave and pick up all those little tiny dots, little greeblies all over the place on here, and little panels and such. Amazed me for, again, an AMT kit. This is a pretty cool kit. Here's your base, which I don't know if I'll be using or not. Probably not. Just, it's really small and kind of, it's like, where do I mount a switch? How do I have battery? What do I, yeah. And this is kind of chintzy. You've got three sides that are full, and then you've got a hollow back side. No, there's no part that goes on that. That's kind of chintzy. So, probably going to do my own base. And actually, I'm one of those people that don't mind the Polar Lights bases so much. Just going to throw that out there. Here are your wings. Look awesome. Tons of panel detail on the wings. Love it. And this side too. And not only that, you got detailing in here, detailing in here. I don't know how much more I'm going to add. I am going to look at the studio model, as I said. If there's more detail, maybe we'll do some more detail. We'll think. Let's see here. Let's actually look at, well, here are your other wings. Just a quick look at those, your other wings here. I think these would be the top of the wing. So this is your starboard wing, and this is your port wing, okay. You have your vents right about here. And I didn't actually see in the instructions, you might have to put these in one specific configuration. I'm not seeing, yeah, I think you have to put your wings in the, the attack position, which is what I was going to do anyway, so that doesn't matter now, does it? But yeah, we have our vents. Actually, I don't know if the camera can pick this up even. Let's see if I can. There's really fine detail in here. Little like wing looking detail. That is going to be hard not to sand off or paint over. But yeah, these vents, these are the bulkheads for either side of the vent here. And we have your underside of the main body fuselage. If I can get it in camera, there are a lot of details on there too. You got your wing-mounted weapons. I think 2 guns here and 1 gun here. That's what it looks like to me. But yeah, nice little detailed end bits. I think this cylinder, this almost looks like a drive shaft, probably goes right there. There's the mount for your base. Other gun. I won't be lighting the guns because, oh my god, impossible. I'm sure someone can, but I mean, you'd have to drill in there, drill all the way down there, and risk this whole thing, which is not super reinforced, risk this just snapping. So I can go without lit guns. I'm going to be mainly lighting the engine and some body lights. Here we have your upper fuselage. Some nice detail around the bridge section here. Excuse me. There are lights in this section I'll be trying to light up. And in here, some more just detail parts. Not even sure where those go. Here's your underside. I always liked how the underside of the bird of prey, this part of the fuselage, or I guess the head, because the head, and then you got your head and the neck and the body. I always liked how this looked. I always thought this looked really cool. And it is fairly detailed as well. You got more detail parts. You've got your famous red ring around the bridge, which looks like, I'm not even sure how that mounts. There's no pins in it. No pins. That's okay. And these are your edging around your body. They go around the neck and around the body here. I did look that up because I was like, what are these things? And I just thought, oh, there's your photon, the front of it. I'll have to drill that out. So yeah, now I'm going to be washing this all off. And then actually I have to think about lighting. I'll have to look at some screenshots, some more screenshots. I'll have to see a little footage. I'm not sure how many or if there or where there are blinking lights on this thing. And I'll have to order some lights. I have a switch. I'll have to order another switch. I'll have to see about a base. So a lot of planning. But the first thing I'm going to do is wash these off, get any mold release. That feels like there's just a little bit on there. Slippery, a little slippery there. So, I think that might do it for this episode. This is late in the week. This is Thursday. So, I got this a little later in the week. I won't have much time to do anything else except for wash the stuff off. So, and then it goes on to planning. I might shoot some of my thought process behind the lighting. Maybe not. It's kind of boring. But anyways, if this is the last shot, I want to thank everyone for watching, and I will catch you guys next week where we will have a lot more to do and hopefully done. So until then, take care.